doing okay. You know, just working and dealing with kid stuff and the whole thing like that. It's been a wild week, but other than that, not too bad. How about yourself?
We had that burst of nice weather last week that I was conveniently out of town for, but went to visit some family for my birthday. It was a good time.
And for all you non-Pacific Northwesterners, that's called false spring. So it's like a couple days in the middle of February where it's like 65 and perfect, and then it goes right back to 40 degrees and raining. So we're back in normal winter.
Back in the fake out February.
Yep. So March time, it'll get back to normal-ish, and then we'll go from there. But yeah. But also joining us is Kraken Latte. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you alls again.
Yeah, welcome back. And this time we drug along your partner in crime, the Gilded Canary. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's been almost a year exactly since you were on, Kraken.
Yeah, I think it was March of last year.
Yeah.
We'd done a last podcast.
So hopefully this time around, because what did we do last time? We did, content drought.
Yep, that's right.
Which I think still counts.
It does. I think it still counts. Yep.
Apt timing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's perfect time to bring you back. But of course, right when this show launches, 9.2 will be coming out the Tuesday after, so next week, which today's the 16th. So 222.
All the twos.
It is.
Yeah, which is very exciting. So I can't wait for that. But we're gonna not talk about 9.2 really. What I wanted to do was bring you on, Kraken and Canary, to talk about your show, because you have launched a new podcast. Is that correct?
We have. It's been really fun.
Yes.
I've been enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
It's been a blast.
Yeah, and I mean, not to fangirl out on you here, but I am a huge fan of yours.
Oh, thank you. Yes, more fans for the latte.
Hey, shush. No, not here.
Yeah, and so it's always fun to talk to you about kind of how you're doing, because I don't know how every morning I wake up and I get another notification that you've launched yet another video. So it's super impressive that you're able to not only create during downtimes, but do it frequently and at the quality that it is. So it's pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely been kind of my goal with my channel, was everything I put out, I want to like it, but I want to put out as much content as I can, because I just feel like there's just, like, I'm probably wrong, but I just feel like there's not enough WoW content out there. Like, when I kind of...
You're right.
When I just...
I would have to agree.
Yeah, like, when I just tally up all of the other YouTubers that do WoW content specifically, I'm like, I just feel like there could be more, you know? So, so I don't know. That's just kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, no, I firmly agree. And I know that, like, because we were one of the shows that actually stopped. And so it feels really good to come back, but now it's like, oh, some of our friends are gone. And so it's sad.
Where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we got to fill the void until they come back, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
We'll call it a hibernation.
there we go.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll wake up in the Emerald Dream. It'll be all good.
That is the meme going around right now, so.
This is
Yes. Khadgar's gonna wake us up, and it was all a dream from BFA onwards.
true. Yeah.
Nothing you did made
Freaking
any
hack.
difference.
It's like, what are you talking about? You've been in a coma for 8 years. Wake up.
Wake up, the world needs you.
Exactly.
Oh, you just slipped and hit your head. It's fine.
Are you okay, champion?
Yeah, that turtle didn't quite make it to the water.
Rip.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so what's everyone been up to in WoW? Per Jolly, let's start with you.
So I've been taking a little break from retail, and been playing a lot of TBC Classic. Guild is farming Hyjal and Black Temple at this point. It's just having a lot of fun going through some of those old raids and just hanging out, doing a little bit of arena, all that good stuff.
How you liking it? Does it feel challenging, or is it one of those like rough and tough?
No, but it's fun.
Okay.
It's I think people were expecting a little more out of Black Temple just because of all of the nostalgia and hype surrounding it back in the day. It was kind of on a pedestal in terms of raid tiers, and it's still fun to go through it, but it's definitely a step down in difficulty from tier 5 even. So I think people were pretty surprised when we cleared it in 2 raid nights, something like that.
Wow.
So was it the same shock that people felt when Molten Core fell in like 12 minutes?
Well, Race to World First, whatever you want to call it, I think Hyjal and Black Temple combined took 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Wow.
So it's really a solid puzzle at this point. So really, it's just the kind of the nostalgia and just the enjoyment of TBC mechanics. It's really, it's not anybody's real first time of, having exposure to it. I mean, maybe it's their first time actually going through it personally, like at a certain gear level, that sort of thing. But everybody's kind of aware of it. Yeah, right. Mount farming.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, it's fun. It definitely is still engaging enough to keep playing it and just having fun with friends.
Nice. Yeah, that would be. I haven't touched my mage because in the last show I mentioned I'm trying to level a mage to catch Perjali, and I haven't touched him. I see so many shiny things in current. I'm like, I better use this time to catch up. Try to get each of the Covenant transmogs for each armor type. Mm-hmm. That's been going great. Mm-hmm. So that's what I've been doing. I cut the line though. I'm sorry, but let's go to Kraken. What have you been up to?
Well, you're not going to be surprised, but I've been doing a lot of leveling.
What?
What? No.
It's more of because it's a lot of catch-up, and I just have to kind of stipulate it with, like, Canary and I, we've been friends for a good few years. We've known each other, but we didn't really start playing together until, like, last November. So... Mm-hmm. We're both fairly recent, so we've been like on this shtick of like, okay, we're gonna get super caught up, and Canary's on a fairly new account too, so she has like nothing. I know.
No. Oh my god, I listened to that story.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been like doing a lot of leveling, doing a lot of catching up. So that's why a lot of my series lately have been about leveling, because she wants an alt army like I do, and she wants to farm mounts and things, and she's been working on that. And like, I know that's kind of saying her, but it's involved me a lot because I've been doing it with her. I've put everything I've been doing in current on hold because like I've already done all that stuff, and I want to do it with her and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, doing a lot of Argent tournament.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of Molten Core stuff, Molten Front, and so yeah, just
Pulverad and.
Mm-hmm.
Argent tournament. Yeah, I was. So every Wednesday is my guild's raid night, and this is a tangent. I'm sorry, but we do transmog themes, right?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's super fun. So last week was Fell. This week we're doing Ladies and Gentlemen of the Evening.
Nice.
So, yeah, I don't like using the other terms for it, but we're trying to look as scantily clad as possible, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so I went into Wailing Caverns trying to get some of those old school kind of like loincloth looking mods.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I ran it like 1,000 times, and I was like, I need a bank. Oh, crap. I don't have one. Or I need something to sell to without me running all the way out of Wailing Cavern Skull and then all the way back in just to sell my crap.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the Argent Squire. Yes. And then I summoned him, and my sweet squire was not prepared and did not have the thing to take my crap to the bank, because I found some other mogs. That's what it was. I wanted a bank piece.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep, gotta
When you say
unlock
Argent
that.
tournament, I get a little PTSD.
Oh no, I feel
get
that. I've done the Argent tournament
Yeah.
completely like 5 times now.
Oh,
Oh,
my
dang.
God.
Yeah, well, there's Mog and
So
stuff
you want them
too.
to bring... Sorry.
No, it's
What was
fine.
that?
Oh, there's the Mog and stuff on each vendor too, so like not every class can learn everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mhm.
I'm that person.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Thankfully, this
Yeah,
is only
'cause-
my second time.
Well, I got the Argent Hippogriff and decided I will never do this again. I will never joust again.
Understandable.
Yeah. So, Canary, how about you? Since I brought the story up, you might as well tell us what it was,
the
right?
Story. Yeah, I was one of those parents/big sisters that, family wasn't comfortable with my little brothers who are 14 years younger than I am. Playing, World of Warcraft because they were 6, 8, somewhere around there when I got them into the game. And so they played on my account because I could keep an eye on them. They got their own account on the battle tag, and I could see any BattleNet things they did, any purchases that they made. We were able to stop them and just kind of keep an eye on them, keep them safe. The oldest of the two is turning 22 this year. And, yeah, it's technically against Blizzard TOS to have multiple people on your account. They are a little, waffly on it when it comes to, parents, little kids living in the same home.
Mm-hmm.
But they strongly recommend against it, and this is partially why. So, because, I've got 10 years into this account, they've got 8 years and 5 years and whatever into this account, it's not fair for me to say, okay, you're grown up, get off. Thank you for all the effort.
I will take your work now.
I will take all the work. I will take that Heavenly Crimson Serpent and all of those raid achievements that you've gotten, and I will gladly wear them. And I'm a bleeding heart. I couldn't do that to them, and so I made the painful decision to start a new account.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Brand new.
But you got the Bruto though.
Less than a year old. I did get the Bruta. I was able to get
Oh, there you
that,
go.
thank
Ooh.
God. Thanks to Kraken, which is how we met.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all those Blackrock Foundry runs that I painstakingly threw myself through.
You're welcome. And I don't miss it.
But thankfully, everything was in my name, so I could move all of my characters over. And didn't have to completely start from scratch. So all of their achievements, all of their, my Wrath of the Lich King, raid achievements, everything from 2009, 2005, all of those came with them. So
Okay.
I was
my
not
goodness.
completely broken. But unfortunately, I did complete the Argent tournament. So now I got to do it again.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Rip.
There's always something to do, I guess.
Yeah, there's always something
Yeah.
to do.
Well, we'll pour a 40 out for that. And a sacrifice that is hopefully appreciated.
I am definitely much happier now. So it's all good.
Oh, that's good.
I have a friend that strongly inspires alt armies, and when you have 2 to 4 other people playing, because of course I've had children since then, they also played on the account. So that's 4 out of the 8 accounts that I could fill up just messed up, and I couldn't have them. So if I filled them, I would have to make a second BattleNet and start all over again anyway.
Yep.
That's true.
So might as well just start over. I get all 8 accounts to myself, should I ever need them. So it worked out.
And you will.
Well, I mean, that just opens the door for the alt army.
exactly.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with account 1.
And then on to 2 through 8.
Yep.
There you go. Well, cool. So this is kind of a new, I guess I'm going to call it, I'm going to do a little music doodly for this one. I'm going to call this the guest showcase. So in this section, we're going to get to know our guests a little bit more. I know Kraken's been on before, but there's always more we can learn.
Always.
Always more. So before we jump to Kraken, Canary, let's get to know you a little bit more.
Me?
You
Okay.
shared such a beautiful, sad story.
My sob story, yes.
But out of curiosity, how long have you been playing WoW?
So, technically, I initially bought the game in vanilla because I thought it was the greatest thing. Been an avid D&D player since I was probably 14 or so it was just awesome. Nice. But of course, my computer couldn't run it, so it went back to the store until probably a week before Wrath launched.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been playing since Wrath, off and on. I struggled to really find my niche. I ran a raiding guild in Wrath, and I really enjoyed the achievement collecting back then.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That was it was a lot of fun for me. So like I said, Argent tournament done, crossed off the list, all the exalted reputations. I no-lifed it. But I would periodically stop and start because after a while, my raiding guild fell apart. I'd join another one, and it just wasn't feeling it. And thanks to my beloved bestie, I was able to discover that the reason was because that just wasn't the content that I actually enjoyed, and I didn't know how to play any other way. So, thankfully, now I am a completionist, at least when it comes to quests and collecting, and I don't really have any friends at this time that play, that push the raiding scene, which is what all my friends previously, my brothers, my son, would push, and I just get stressed out because I was a healer for the most part. Mm-hmm. So I'd have no gear. It's like, yeah, come on, we'll carry you, it's fine. But I don't like, letting people down or feeling like I'm not pulling my weight. So I'd get really stressed out, druid healing, shaman healing in these raids that I'm just like, okay. So I'd always be at the bottom of the charts doing pretty much nothing. And I'm just like, this is just miserable. I'm not having fun. I'm out. Deuces. And it'd be off and on like that for several years. But yeah, technically since Wrath.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can relate to that, that feeling of not pulling your weight. Because I know, I play a Resto Shaman main. I've been doing it since Wrath. Mm-hmm. And, I've switched every so often. But when your name is not on the list... Now, I know for healing, the meters, yes, they are kind of a guideline to see how you're doing. But really, it's hard to tell if you're really doing well healing through the numbers. Because what are the factors that are going through? Are you third, let's say, on the cooldown list?
Yeah.
Like I am. So my numbers usually suck, so, I kind of remember that too. And so if you use WoW Analyzer or, oh God, what's the other one? I've already forgot. See, we took a break and I forgot everything. But there's a couple performance tools you can use to help you get better. But sometimes it'll say you didn't use your spirit link as many times as you should have. And it's well, I didn't need to because we were doing fine. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My tell was always the tank healed more than I did.
Well, depending on which expansion.
Sometimes it was just unavoidable being, generic third raid heal. But
yeah, right.
God, that just gutted me.
Oh yeah, Death Knight and Wrath and Cat. Yeah, Death Knight can definitely out heal a tank if you're overhealing the raid. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was Paladin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See,
Paladin and Mop especially was just broken.
That's what I mained. In Mop specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that? But let me just ask, what's your favorite spec? I know we play the specs, but sometimes it's not our favorite.
So, the class and spec I main and my technical favorite are two different things. So I main a prop pally because they can literally take anything. New content, old content, doesn't matter. It's great. which is great coming into Shadowlands. Thank you, Kraken, for showing me the error of my ways and accepting the tanking spec as a leveling spec. But my favorite to play, just in general, is probably Beastmaster Hunter.
Nice.
Yeah, she's got so many.
I did that in Mob for a bit.
I do.
Oh, sorry,
so
Kraken, I
many.
cut you off there.
No, it's fine. I was mumbling. I was just saying she's got so many hunters. It's insane.
Yeah, we've been doing the love dungeons, and she's been very, very kind to carry my poor scrub butt. And she's like, all right, well, what are you pulling next? Hunter. What are you pulling next? Hunter. What are you pulling next? Hunter.
And I'm saying she has a lot of hunters. Jeez.
Yeah.
You can't have too many, last time I checked.
This is true. This is true.
So would you say your favorite role to play is probably more of the tank / DPS, or just straight up DPS?
Healer, honestly.
Nice.
If I could heal as a hunter, I would be just in heaven. Ranged, I can move while I'm casting, and I can heal. Yes.
Yep.
I mean, you've got Min Pet, right?
And the pets, so I've got my own little tank, so nothing punches me in the face. I don't like being hit in the face.
There you go. Well, how would a hunter heal a raid? Would it just throw trail mix at us?
Yes, of course. No, she'd throw like magical sparkle traps and just here, step in this trap, and it will magically grow vines all over you that heal.
It's
Do the opposite of a trap.
I trap you in my healing love.
It'd
It's
be
great.
tranquilizer darts filled with like healing elixirs.
Yes.
There you go.
Perfect.
Sounds painful, but still, it could work, right?
It would be your medic class technically.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
You just,
Or you can just roll around with
tranquilizers
first
and-
aid.
Yeah,
True,
there you
yeah.
go. Smack everyone with bandages. Not that we can use those really much anymore.
Like the bandage gun.
Bandage guns.
Yes.
Why they took first aid out of there? That was weird.
Yeah, I was not happy because I had just finished leveling it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was frustrating. I mean, if you're a tailor, you still got it, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that was kind of an odd choice, but whatever.
it was silly.
Yeah.
So, Kraken,
Mhm.
you have been cranking those guides out. Which one has been your favorite one so far? And they've been doing like the leveling guides.
Well, that's really hard to say. Probably some of the ones I actually haven't put out yet are my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So,
Teasers.
yes.
Suspense.
So I'll give some minor spoilers. I've got some guides coming that involve actually not necessarily questing, but killing rares and gathering herbs and ore and treasures from specific zones for specific level brackets. And for example, the 40 to 50 range, I have found this is actually like so much faster than questing. I've been like by like double, and I'm like, oh, okay, I need to slow down. This is hot property right here. So, yeah.
It's one of those things where you're like, do I really want to put this content out?
Yes, because like that's the problem. Like, if multiple people do this, it could be kind of an issue. So I'm like, oh no.
So, I mean, so you're not doing anything that's like breaking TOS, right?
No,
You're just,
of course not. No.
Yeah.
It's just gathering.
You're not like
things.
Archvalder.
No.
Like
No. Well, I love
I
his
love that
content.
guy for the record.
Oh,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
He cracks me up.
He's great. I love watching Archvalder's stuff. I would never do them, but I love watching them.
Yeah. I gotta get that guy on the show. That would be so fun.
He's
That'd be
really
awesome.
nice. He seems fun.
Yeah. Well, cool. So, all right. Well, we'll wait for that one. I mean, I could slip you a 20 and see if we can get it out of you. But you're not ready to share that yet. I understand.
Yeah, it's not 100% done, but like as far as, I guess I'll answer more specifically. I guess the stuff existing that people can go watch that I like the most. Let's see, probably my 1 to 50 Alliance guide, I feel is pretty solid compared to some of my other ones. I'm not super happy with the Horde one, but that's kind of more for personal reasons. Oh, and I am
They smell weird. I get it.
That's true. We're all Alliance here, aren't we? So.
Except for Jolly.
Yep. Horde for life.
There's always one. But, yeah. And I've debated back and forth on whether I want to redo those or not, because we were possibly so close to the next expansion where I'm going to have to redo them anyways. But, like, yeah, I mean, I could go on that for ages. So I'll just say I think my 150 Alliance is, like, my best current guide, but my favorite ones have yet to come, so.
Nice. Well, we'll keep an eye out for those for sure. So let's ask a random question here.
All right.
So, in your adventures, since I feel you know the game pretty well, just because you've done lore walks and like you're working on that series there, if you could choose any of the races out there to turn into an allied race from any expansion, what would it be?
Oh no. My list is so long for that.
That's kind of excessive.
Just saying. If I had to pick one, though.
Satyrs.
You were close. I mean, yes.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, if I'm going to pick two because I can't decide. It would be probably Satyrs would be one. And the...
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yes, as I love the Satyrs. I love their lore with Xavius, how intertwined they are lore-wise with various wars, like the War of the Satyr, which also ties in with the Worgen and the Scythe of Elune, and I just love that rich history. But there's also Sargeras and apparently Dreadlords, and it's insane. And then I think my close second would be the Highborn Arakoa, the High Arakoa, which are the non-corrupt ones we see in Draenor.
Interesting.
I love the Arakoa, and I really have always wanted to see them like as they were before they fell, before they were cast out and exiled and became shadowy. And so, like, my dream is someday, if the High Arakoa ever become playable, I want a paladin, because they would be following, like, worshippers of Rukmar and the sun and all that kind of stuff, and that's just so cool to me. So, like,
That would be so awesome.
Yeah. It'd be those two. Satyrs.
That would be pretty badass.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
So, there you
That
go.
would be... Those are some great calls there.
Thank you.
Some deep pulls there, some deep cuts.
Thank you. I like getting deep.
Yeah. Well, that's a fun question. Prajali, how about you? What would you like to see as an allied race? And then Canary, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Ideally, not just a reskin. So, I mean, they've done, another type of, like, Void Elves, were just a modified elf, and then you had, I guess the most original one was the Mechagnomes out of the Gnomes, which I like the Mechagnomes. I know a lot of people don't like them because they can't wear pants, but hey, it's very freeing. I don't know. I think oh my goodness.
There's a lot to pick from.
There's so many.
There really is. When you start
There's a
digging,
lot.
the list is so long.
I feel like Consortium would the Consortium faction would be my favorite,
Yes.
and almost similar to you could make them similar to the Pandas, to the Pandaren, in that they're kind of neutral and they just pick whatever's advantageous to them, and so you could play them both Alliance and Horde potentially, and that might help usher in their cross-faction things that they want to do in the future. So I don't know. I like the Consortium, and I think they're humanoid enough to where they could probably do the armor sets pretty easily that exist.
They would be super cool.
That would
That's
be
a
pretty
great
awesome.
call.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to say mine out loud now. You guys
Do
pick-
it.
Do
No,
it.
Do it.
All right. So I know Hogger's supposed to be dead, right?
Uh-huh.
I would love the Knolls to be playable, led by Hogger. He somehow survives. I know
That
we have
would be
the quest
awesome.
to kill him in Classic, and then, he moves to the Stockades and we kill him there, but he's not really dead.
Right.
True.
He found a way to come back to life, and now he's going to lead. He's changed his ways, right? So he could be... Actually, no. He said, you know what? F the Alliance. I'm going to the Horde. Because the Gnolls need protection, or, we fit in with them better. And so I think that'd be kind of fun.
He's like, I'm tired of having 40 level 1 humans run after me and slowly beat me to death. It's not fun.
He demands vengeance.
Naked, too.
Yeah, naked level 1 humans.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, I love it.
That'd be awesome. I would switch to Horde if that happened.
I happen to agree. I definitely like
Yeah,
with
that'd be cool.
what Prajali said. Like, I love the other races we have, but I do want more non-reskins. I want more actual, special, unique races to our roster, not just more elves and orcs. Not that I don't love them, but yeah. So I love your idea with the gnolls here. I love the gnolls.
Well, and we're in the
Alright,
Shadowlands, right? So it's a perfect segue for Hogger to potentially come
Oh,
back.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, we found him. He was just hanging out. All right.
He was hitched a ride back.
We'll bring him back.
True.
That's funny.
All right, Canary, what about you? You got one on?
So, the one that I would really like to see is kind of a mix between old and new.
Mhm.
I want the Dryads and the Grove Wardens.
Yes.
Cool.
That would be.
I mean,
cool.
technically, yes, they're just another elf, but
Kind
they're
of.
not. And they
Yeah.
would get they would get little bracers around the hooves, which would be cool, and maybe get like a saddle type thing for some extra armor, and then they'd have the normal tops and everything like that. And I think the armor would probably fit pretty decently. There'd be a couple tweaks you'd obviously have to make, but I think it would be a lot of fun.
I agree.
Same.
That would be cool.
They're very cool. I want them to really badly.
Yes. Yeah. That or old gods.
What? Well, I mean, that's
But
I
that's
mean,
not gonna happen. So, I
yes,
mean, no squid
okay.
people.
yes.
Just imagine 20 Yogg-Saron's in your raid. We're going to need a bigger castle.
Well, obviously it would be lesser beings, illithid types things and
Kathir. Kathir would be cool.
Kathir, yeah. Yeah, not
There
gonna
you go.
happen, but if I really could choose anything.
That'd be kind of fun.
I would.
Just be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just run around speaking Shathyar all the time, it'd be great.
Yeah.
So, one thing with the Dryads, though, would they need to get 2 boots per raid?
Oh, that's true.
They've got,
Hmm,
do they get
that's
to
a good
wear 2
question.
pairs? Is that like their racial? Is to get an extra piece of
An
gear?
extra pair of boots.
I like that
Or movement
idea.
speed, maybe.
I'd imagine that it would work kind of like the Draenei boots, and you just suddenly no foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Magic.
Magic.
It's like ankle bracers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Like
It is.
I pulled these nice boots off of this human raid boss, and suddenly 4 hoof bracers. Perfect. Yeah.
Magic.
Oh, cool. Well, I think those are all great ideas. That'd be super awesome. And it would give the player base just more things to complain about.
Yeah.
True.
They like to do that.
Breaking my
but yeah.
immersion.
But moving on here. So let's talk about your guys' podcast a little bit.
All right.
Yay.
So, how did this come to be?
Well, it's kind of a mixture of things, honestly, because I have wanted to do my own podcast for a long time, but I've actually been a YouTuber for a little over 2 years now, unbelievably. And
I believe it.
I get asked a lot, what are your opinions on things? What do you think about this? What would you do about this? Can you do a reaction video on that? And that's not entirely my style, because I like to try to keep my opinions out of my guide specifically, because you don't go watch a guide for opinions, I would think.
Right.
You just want a tutorial on something. But
details.
Exactly. So I like to keep that separate. But on the other hand, I do want to say my opinions, not because I'm that type of outspoken person, but I feel like anyway, maybe this is egotistical, I tend to have different views on things than a lot of people. And sometimes when I say those opinions, they're like, oh wow, I didn't think about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm like, huh. So that's kind of what made me want to do the podcast, but I've learned, while I can carry on a great conversation with myself, podcasts are better with more than one person. So
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
yep. So I
Very
thought,
true.
yeah. So I was like, okay, well, let's turn this more into a discussion. And then I asked Canary if she wanted to do it because I could think of really no one better at the time, and she was like, "Hells to the yes!" So we did it.
Yeah. Didn't help that we tended to just vent at each other about random ideas all the time.
We did, because we would get into long rants for hours in the evenings. We still do. And I'm like, this is what I want a podcast to be. So, yeah.
It was pretty great.
Yep.
It worked out.
Just kind
Well,
of.
and that's how podcasts are. It's just
Mhm.
you get on the mic and you start saying stuff, and there you go.
Exactly. It's.
Because that's kind of how I started mine. Like, of course, my hope and dream was to help people that were like me.
Mhm.
So, like, I'm kind of like a casual in the middle of the spec. Like, I'm, if you put me on a random raid team, like, I would do my part, but I'm not going to be the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm mid-tier. Like, I understand my limitations, and it's not because, I suck or anything like that, but I'm not a min-maxer. I don't care about that stuff.
Same,
I want to
same.
go see fun stuff, do the quests, and do the raids, but I don't, I know that I'm not going to be a world first raider or even a mythic raider, so I found a group that worked for me, which fortunately my coworker was super cool and invited me. That's how I got into my guild, the Knights of Chipotle.
Nice.
And that's, it fits for me, and so that's why I've been able to have so much fun in this game and keep going. So, but if you threw me on, say, Projali's team, for example, he'd be like, Sai, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, why aren't you doing the things you're supposed to be doing? And I'd be like, Projali, I'm hitting my buttons as hard as I can, but they're not doing what I think they should be doing. And so that's kind of why I wanted to start this show and kind of pick the brains of the guests I brought on and see if I can help people find those little nuggets of knowledge, because I learned more from my guild and actually from Projali, believe it or not, doing the show, just from us talking about it. Because not 9 times out of 10, but most of the time, people don't get into these positions where they can talk about these things and have people help them get better. So
Exactly.
that's kind of
That
my
was actually
motivations.
my cutoff point for raiding was actually just that. When I was raiding in Nyalotha, and then Shadowlands hit, and I'm like, oh, yay, great. I've got, my raiding class picked out. I've got my spot in the raid. It's going to be great. So I started doing the quest, and a day into it, everyone starts talking about raid. I'm like, but quest, the story. What about the things that I haven't seen anything yet? I don't want to rush through this. I want to, walk into literally RP walk into Ardenweald and look at it.
Yeah.
I don't want to rush. So that was kind of my cutoff point. I'm like, no, I clearly this is not for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I am too. Because I remember it's Projali and I, like, we've had conversations in my dining room, right? Where like you looked at me a couple times like, you sure you really mean that? And it's the same thing where, I get frustrated with the rush to the end game because I want to enjoy the story on the way. But I also understand that we don't have 3 years to play an expansion before people get tired and try to burn the house down. But
I am very much a late expansion kind of raider where it's just for fun. It's you did something stupid on the boss and everyone laughs at you. Kind of person. I've done all my questing. I've seen everything. got most of my collections done. Like, okay, yeah, let's just go smash our face into a wall repeatedly.
There you go.
Yep.
And I get it. Like it's a super engaging mode of play. Like if you have the right team. So I think Prajali's team is set for him, and my team's set for me. And so we get the most out of our experiences, which is great. And how can we get it to a place where, and that's like when people talk about bad things about how like the game devs are designing the game, and it's like, well, how do you balance these two things?
Yeah.
Because I want this thing, and my partner wants this thing. How do we make it all come together? Because there's millions of people that share both of our opinions. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
I think, yeah, a big part of that is the design piece is one of it, but then it's ensuring that you're surrounding your social aspect, because it is an MMO. So there's, even if you're primarily a solo player, there's still going to be some sort of social aspect. So making sure you're surrounding yourself with people who have similar goals. So if you are somebody who wants to push rating content very fast, and that's your primary, like it's been for me, it's making sure I'm surrounding myself with like-minded people to make that goal happen, and that we're not making somebody feel uncomfortable, like, oh, I can't keep up with this, I don't want to keep up with this. Like those are different mindsets, and it's not like one's right or wrong to how you want to enjoy the game. It's a big game where you can enjoy it in a lot of different ways, and I think that's what's kept me playing for so long, and why I've enjoyed doing the podcast, is because it exposes me to a bunch of different perspectives that with my Zugzug raid brain I don't get a lot of.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and in turn, the nuggets of knowledge he's dropping are in a place where I can ask questions, and we're not actually progressing on a boss. So he can help me out in that way as well, and so not only is am I sharing stuff with him, but he's also opening the door for me to learn new things, which is awesome. So I know that was a tangent there and a long way to say that's the goal of our show. And but we're talking about your show. So what would you say was your main goal? I know you said that you want to share opinions and stuff, but do you have like any more kind of motivation?
Yeah, it's kind of to get like ideas out, because I feel like a lot of times a lot of people will have fantastic ideas and they say it to the wind, and it never, like, nothing ever comes of it. Because like something I was kind of taught growing up is you can dream all you want, but if you don't act on those dreams and you don't share those dreams, nothing will come of them. And so like we've only had 2 episodes so far, but a lot of what the future stuff we have planned and have already recorded even is like changes to like systems ideas, or how we would want to see improvements to the game the way we would want it, but try to also like, how was this benefit the most people possible, if possible. And so it's just kind of just to get ideas out and to get the juices flowing at other people, and hopefully the right ears would hear it and be like, that's a great idea, because that's what I'm happy to provide, is ideas. I like giving ideas. I like coming up with things and solving problems. And, if I don't actually put that out there, then no one's gonna hear it. Maybe it'll change someone's life. Who knows?
I'll hear it.
I know you will. So.
No, I think that's great. Have you applied for the WoW community?
No, I have
that's out there.
Not. I've thought about it long and hard, but I have a couple of reasons. Like, I don't know that I just want to deal with that personally, because there's a lot of different people with a lot of different opinions, and even recently I've been kind of glad I've not been a part of it, because there's been a lot of drama going down, a lot of fights between people on the council, and I'm like, I'm kind of glad I'm staying out of that, honestly. I've considered it. I might in the future, but right now my focus, I really just want to grow my channel. And maybe I'll do, apply for that in the future, but no, not at the time. Not now.
Well, I mean, you can't spell internet without drama.
That's for sure.
So true.
That is for sure.
And when they came out with that, WoW Council, I was like, this is gonna be the biggest shit show in the universe.
Yep, it was my thought exactly.
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna apply to see if I get it. I haven't got it, but
Yeah, of course I want to see all the drama go down. I mean, what?
yeah, I just want to be a fly on the wall.
I know,
No
right?
kidding. Yeah, I just
So, yeah,
drama makes me nervous, and I think that's part of it. I don't like when there's drama, and I didn't want to be a part of that because I didn't want to think ill of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
it makes total sense. Yeah.
She's far better than I am.
She's yeah, well, I was
I wanted the popcorn.
I just get nervous real easy, okay?
Well, and if you really want to focus your energy into scaling up your current focus, that's kind of the where the priority lands. And then
Yeah.
Exactly.
once that's a little more stable,
There's
then
just so much we want to do too. So
yeah.
Yep.
Well, and the cool thing is once you build that base of content, people that might try to pick a fight with you just because they think you don't know what you're talking about or whatever, you can go, oh yeah, we'll go check out these videos, punk. I got hours of experience. What do you got?
Oh, trust me, I'm not usually very egotistical, but I've had some joy lately doing just that with leveling stuff. They're like, which you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm like, really?
Check out this entire playlist of every zone in the game that I tested repeatedly.
Yeah,
3 accounts
Come
worth
on
of level
down.
50s. Thank you.
there you go.
Got the knowledge
Suckers.
to back it up.
Yep.
Yep.
So I've
Yeah, I think that's great.
yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I listened to the last episode you put out, and you were talking about the classic element and how you'd like to somehow merge classic with current. Not like, merge it like 1-to-1, but like you get, you do something in classic, you get the achievement in current kind of thing was what I took from it.
The effort would count.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, I think if you look at it from a whole, and honestly, like, I think the only reason why Blizz didn't do that is because you have this element of the community that is very set in their ways, I think is the best way to put it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And so if they would have done any cross functionality, like people would have lost their mind. I mean, they lost their mind when they sold the freaking, magic lizard thing that
Yep.
mount that you could get in BC.
I love that mount.
I do too.
Yeah. It's a cool ass mount. And people freaked out about it. And it's like, guys, it's 2022. Okay?
Yep.
It's not 2002. It's not 2004. It's not anywhere near the turn of the century. This is how gaming is now, unfortunately. Now, I don't like it either, but to complain and say you're never going to play again until they take like the token out or all this stuff because it's pay to win. It's like, you guys are not paying attention to the other games that you're playing that are exactly what you hate,
And worse.
but you love. Yeah. I mean, now I am a very vocal hater of Final Fantasy 14.
That's what I was gonna say.
And that cash shop makes Blizzard's cash shop look like child's play.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
600 items in that cash
Are
shop.
you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's the greatest game ever made. And it's like, oh, time out. Did you guys forget about the cash shop? You guys are complaining about the WoW token.
Yep.
And then you guys just, oh, yeah, all that's fine for Final Fantasy 14. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah. A lot of
Can't have
the
your cake and eat it, too.
biggest issues between, the WoW cash shop and the Final Fantasy cash shop is the price, but WoW gives us so much more. So you could buy a mount in the Final Fantasy cash shop for what, $5, $10? I think it's 10. And you can do the same in WoW, sometimes 12, sometimes 20, whatever. But in Final Fantasy, it's one character.
Yep.
Right.
Oh.
So you got to buy it like 6 times.
And all the transmog options in there, all the armor options that they give you, which is great and beautiful, but it's per character.
Well, and I think that's because you can do everything on one character.
Yeah.
Which is great, unless you're a player like me, who's like, why would my character go do that? That's not their job. That they're
Yeah.
this kind of person.
Yeah, we
You know,
tend
it's
to be
very RP heavy.
Yep. We're more RP driven with our characters, so it feels weird to have everything on one character. Like, to do everything.
Yeah,
at
right?
once.
why would my little white mage medic become a dragoon?
Yeah.
No.
And then you forget everything that you ever did as a white mage.
Exactly.
It's like, well, wait a minute. Like, how does that work? I should be a dragoon white mage. Now, if they did that, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty
Like
legit.
multi-classing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can
Well, I mean, they
multi-class,
kind of
pretty
do with
badass.
like the
Yeah.
dancer and the bard and the, they kind of have that, but it's not quite there.
No.
It is definitely
It's
a
dumb. I
departure
said it.
from the kind of, a lot of RPGs, back from Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. If you had like one little variation of that, but it wasn't like my, level 15 rogue I've been playing in a campaign for a year. All of a sudden is like, you know what? I'm a sorcerer now. Yep, known magic all my
Yep.
life. It's just an innate ability I just found, whatever.
Yeah, it's in my bloodline, it gets passed down from my great great grandfather who was a dragon, and like what? No.
Oh, I just found this focus on the ground, so I figured out I'd be a mage now.
Right?
Yeah, it's totally how that works.
Yeah, fine.
Now
So, all right.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Greg. What were you
Oh, I
saying?
was just gonna add to the fluff here was, now I would be kind of the devil's advocate on that because I would like that option in WoW to be able to change
would be
classes.
cool.
But with the stipulation of we go through an attunement process to physically change and become and train into the new class because maybe your paladin is a little meaner than he thought he was and not as holy as he thought he was. Maybe he wants to go warlock, but he could make that change with a lot of
Okay,
effort.
Marlo.
You know what? Shut up. That's RP. So maybe he wants to go warlock or necromancer if that were a class. So
That would be really
Yeah.
cool.
it would,
Um,
but I want to do it in the RP aspect, not just
Exactly.
suddenly
Not
changed.
just I pick up a staff, now I'm a mage.
Exactly.
And
Right.
that's how it works.
I
You
would-
just trade out your weapon and suddenly all new spells and
Yeah.
abilities that you don't have access to when I'm using the sword.
Yeah, I'd want
No,
it to
come
be
on.
a process.
Yeah. That would be cool.
But-
that'd be legit.
That's how I take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can do my own like mini series on why the game is terrible and why I don't like it. But
Understandable.
and if you like the game, I mean, you do you. We'll keep that common thing. But just know that don't come to me telling me that it's better than my game because I think you're dumb. I
Agreed.
disagree. I said it. You're not gonna get me. I played it. Just so you know, I've played it.
Yeah.
The MSQ, I would rather dig my eyeballs out with butter knives than actually play that thing all the way through again.
I have
so-
played it as
Yeah.
well, so it's.
Yeah.
I've
There we
played-
go.
I have
Yep.
played a lot of MMOs actually. ESO, Black Desert Online. I've played Final Fantasy 14. I played 11 when that was out. Final Fantasy 11. Probably no one remembers that, but
Mhm.
I played a lot of MMOs. The Star Wars, Knights, the Old Republic. I played that.
There you go.
So
Yeah. So I mean, I did my journeys as well, and this is the one game that keeps my attention. So
yep,
It
same.
is, and as much as I would love some of the graphical features of Final Fantasy, because I love it when it rains, my clothes get wet, they billow in the wind, my hair flutters, I run through a stream, and the bottom part of my dress gets all wet, and that's the coolest immersive thing that I have ever seen in a game. But it has never been able to hold me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I always come back.
and like I said, like there are cool parts to it. It's not 100% I hate this game. It's like 74% I hate this game.
Yeah.
So, but this isn't I hate Final Fantasy 14 podcast. This is let's move forward. Sorry. That was my bad. Team. I apologize.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
So moving on here. So WoW is coming out with the cross-faction capabilities.
Oh.
This is interesting. So, as an old school player myself, I've been playing since vanilla, and I hated the Horde with the fire of 1,000 suns for years. And then, as the story starts to change and we start working together, I started questioning, well, why are we fighting these guys still when we're on the same team? Like, come on, what are we doing here? We might as well team up with them. And so my view of the faction war, if you will, has softened a lot. So now I'm super pumped for this. This is going to be awesome. But I wanted to get your guys' take. So, Burjali, how are you feeling about it?
I'm a fan of it, mostly from a logistics point of view. I think lore-wise, at this point in the game and how it's grown, it makes sense, just based on how many times the two factions have worked together in a raid capacity. You know, maybe the storyline is, all right, we're just teaming up to defeat this big baddie, but after that, we're back at each other's throats, which kind of works with coming together to do raid content. And then from a logistics point of view, purely, you can just look at how many active raiding guilds there are Horde side versus Alliance side, and how much of a hindrance it is to Alliance teams having successful raid times. I mean, regardless of the difficulty you're doing, even in the flex raids like normal and heroic, they're still at a massive disadvantage for finding players to do the content. And so I think the ability to the option today is, okay, if you want to progress as a raider and you want to move into harder and harder difficulties, you do yourself a massive disservice, and Mythic Plus, you do yourself a massive disservice to stay Alliance, despite you appreciating the storyline, the aesthetic, the race that you've chosen for your class, how the armor, all of those little things that have gone so much into your identity as a player in this game. When it comes to the raid, you're hitting this brick wall and you have to make a massive financial and personal decision, like, oh, I have to transfer Horde if I want to do the hard content, and I don't like that. I don't like that for players, and I think at this point in the game, it's much more we have to team up to defeat the big baddie, so I like it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
How are you guys feeling, Kraken?
Well, I am psyched as all get out, and I might have nearly died when I saw that post. So, because I know right now the cross-faction they're putting in doesn't necessarily affect Canary and myself much, because we don't do endgame content in terms of mythics. We don't do raids or dungeons or really stuff like that.
Don't do
PvP.
instance content, yeah.
Yeah, but I am still really excited for it because it shows it's a foot in the door. Because from a lore and story standpoint, like Prajali hinted at, it makes sense. Like, look at Thrall and Jaina and Anduin. What have they been fighting for literally expansions now? Is to come together and have that at least somewhat neutrality. Like, I do not want the factions to disappear, but I want cross-faction gameplay with friends, because I see no reason why orcs and humans can't get along, because the war is way ages ago. That's over. It's happened. We've fought old gods and space Satan and Sargeras. We've just done so much.
If you really think about it, that racial hatred between orcs and humans is not even remembered by any orcs or humans that are alive.
Very few.
Right.
Very few. And that's...
So, I mean...
That's, on the note of factions, too, it's really not a political faction that we have. We have a racism-based faction. If you are orc, you are horde. No ifs, ands, or buts. Period. You do not get a say in your personal beliefs, even if you might agree with some of the Alliance stuff. And to me, that feels a bit silly, because that's not like how the real world works. You're not born... I mean, in some societies, yes, I get it. But I would like to see the individual character to be able to maybe not necessarily choose the faction, but at least work with someone like-minded. And that's why I'm so excited,
Right.
because I really want to see this trickle down into open world content, because I play on high pop servers that are alliance dominant, because that's where my main is. And it's so frustrating when I want to help horde players who may be around me, but they're tagging mobs, I get nothing out of it. We can't do content together, we can't even speak without using a special item. And it it's limiting, because it's like, this person could have been my best friend, but we can't talk to each other. We'd never know.
Yep.
Right. Well,
Exactly.
and like if you look in the context of real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw something out there with the same goal you have, you're probably going to team up with that person or thing or whatever it is.
Exactly.
And like when you see moments, I think there was a moment, and it was in BFA, where one of the undead characters, like he dies and then he gets brought back as a Forsaken, or no, I think Kalia Manethil brings him back. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go see my family. This is going to be great. I'm alive again. And then
Yes.
he freaks out. And it's like, no, you beast monster, get away from me.
Oh,
And it's like,
I cried during
oh my
that.
God, yeah.
I cried.
yeah. And so you see that and you're like, but if I saw like my wife, who's now a zombie, who's trying to
I'd be
talk to
so
me,
giddy.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be like, hey, you're alive.
It's like, you're a little off
Hey,
now.
you figured this out.
Sew your face back on, but you're alive. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like that's how I would be. And it was just interesting to me that reaction was so bad. And I get it, like it could be like, well, maybe that character was brought up in a situation where, you know, they were told the undead's evil and blah blah blah, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of weird.
I agree. And it just...
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, I cried doing that. I was so excited, and then I was like, wait a second, no. They're gonna force the faction thing, and he's gonna get redirected. No, I don't want to do this quest! Yep, I know exactly what one you're talking about.
Yep.
It was painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if
That's
you
hard.
do like in the Kyrian quest line, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's in Lakeshire, and you go and you have to
Oh.
protect your family, and he dies, and he ends up going to the maw. Spoilers.
Yep.
But like those undead popping up, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in the clothing that you wore when you were buried, you would think that the person that was a loved one would be like, "Oh, hey, cool, you're alive. This is sweet."
Yeah, there's...
Or what are you
Especially if
doing?
it's fresh.
Yeah, there's like a big
Yeah.
difference, I think, between a zombie coming at you trying to tear out your throat and a zombie coming at you going, my wife, I missed you, I'm alive. There's a little bit of a difference there, you know.
Mild
Mhm.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if something like that actually happened, you would stop, you would stare at them. They aren't moving towards you, they just have this bright look of hope on their face, and they actually speak. You're not gonna scream.
No.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be scary,
Oh,
but
yeah.
at the
Scary
same
is-
time, it'd
yeah.
be, you could be put at
There-
ease. But that
There'd be
reaction I felt was
hesitation,
overboard.
but yeah, that's
Right.
just forcing something that doesn't need to be forced.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I know that.
I'm so excited for it.
Yep.
Probably
it's
for some
interesting-
selfish reasons, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
I
But,
just
I
want
mean,
the
everyone
faction
has-
guild.
Yeah. But yeah, the like half of my raid team actually split off and did horde stuff. So
Yeah.
now there's a chance that we can all kind of get the band back together. So
That'd be cool.
Oh,
I'm
that'd
pretty
be so
excited
awesome.
about that. Yeah. Then they can play characters they actually want to play as instead of
Mhm.
being forced into the characters that they play now.
Oh, for sure. And that's like,
Absolutely.
to add to that, that's exactly what I had pointed out to someone else before on my stance was I want this to trickle down into cross-faction guilds and be able to quest together. Because
Mhm.
I want to be able to play what I want, and I want you to play what you want. But we want to play together. Why do we have to compromise? You know?
Yep.
Right.
If I want to play a night elf priest and she wants to play, say, an orc shaman, we should be allowed to.
Exactly. Maybe they
Yeah.
fall in love. How sweet.
And have a whole bunch of babies.
I mean, you got Jaina and Thrall. Just saying.
There we go.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some more Corona babies here soon.
Yes. Exactly. I mean, Thrall is technically already married, but, you know, we're kind of pretending he's not.
I will promote that cross-faction love.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure out the logistics, but
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
It'll work out.
Well, cool.
It'll be great.
Well, this is my favorite part of the show, and it's because everybody screws up, and it's hilarious, and you learn the best lessons from the mistakes you make, right?
Mhm.
So me saying Final Fantasy XIV is stupid is probably going to end me up with me in hot water, but I don't care. But yeah, this is the scrub moments section here. So, what have been your favorite scrub moments as of late? So, Prajal, you want to go first, just to
No.
kind of.
I think you need to start this one off
Oh, okay. I'll start this one.
for a change.
So, okay. I don't know if this is technically a scrub moment, but it was hilarious. So I was doing the Venthyr invasion of the mob. And I did all the quests, and I jumped on the gargoyle's back and flying up to the top ropes and to fight the big monster. And so you have to go into these mirrors and turn the like the magnifying glasses or whatever the hell they are that reflect the sunlight, the mirrors, in back through the mirror you came in. That's confusing, but the clear mirror needs to shoot the beam through the red mirror.
Mhm.
And then all 4 beams come together and it kills the big monster that you're fighting. So I get
Right.
through 3 of them. So I'm on the 3rd one. I think it's the back right one if you're staring at the monster. And you have to go up this little platform, fight a little vampire, hit the thing, and then you jump down and you run back through the mirror, right?
Mhm.
Well, I jumped on a mount and I jumped down and I went straight through the mirror down to my doom.
Aw, rip.
Oh, that's rough.
And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I mean, I was laughing because it was funny,
Yeah.
but yeah. And then somebody, I think they did a slash wave at me as I went down.
Like, bye.
Yeah. Booyah.
Oh, that's funny. Love it.
That was my, and
that's
that
awesome.
happened. Well, that happened during our break, so that was a couple months ago, but still, it was before flying was in Shadowlands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was ridiculous.
At least he didn't break the mirror. I hear that's bad luck.
That's true.
7 years bad luck.
7 years. All right, who's next?
Well,
I think I've got one. I think.
you've got a lot of them. What one are you gonna pull out of the hat?
One that will make you facepalm of all people.
Uh-oh.
So, we were running around doing our dailies, doing our catch up, and I was trying to get caught up collecting souls. And Paladin is not obviously a class I've played for very long. I've played long enough that I should know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
But I still don't. And so we were running around. It was, I believe, the Kyrian Assault Day. So we had all the fire everywhere, and I was dying like crazy. And so we were jumping down to get a soul, and I yell at Kraken, I've used all my cooldowns. She said, just bop. I'm like, what? Death.
Oh,
You do that a lot, though.
I do it a lot. It's like, what's my bop? What's that? Oh, blessing of protection.
I'm like,
Yeah, I never use those.
Ah. Yeah. You're very bad at using your utility.
I am. I stand still and I smack the thing. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I felt a little
yes.
foolish.
That's okay. That was a good one. See, Kraken, what do you got for us?
I'm trying to think of one, man. I've been doing so much, like, leveling and stuff and, like, hardcore work that I haven't really had a scrub moment recently without pulling out an old one. Oh boy.
Yeah, I've been doing them all.
Yeah, it's really just kind of a canary. Like, I hate to say it.
He's running around. It's hard to have a scrub moment when you have someone doing them constantly around you, because you have to stop before you do the stupid thing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But there's nothing better than when you're the guider, and then the guider becomes the guidee.
Mm-hmm.
Have we had that canary, or is it always been you?
Yes, I do believe it's called a box.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's not really like a scrub moment.
No. Yeah, I guess the closest thing to a scrub moment is I'm very bad at seeing, like, treasures or boxes or finding things in game for some reason. I swear I'm blind. And Canary's really good at spotting them. And I'm like, there's no box here. And she's like, yes, there is. It's right here. I'm like, no, there's not. And she's like, yes, there is. It's right here. I'm standing on it. And I'm like,
it's Kraken purple. It's great.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I totally saw that. So that would probably be my scrub moment, but that happens quite a lot, unfortunately.
That's all right to have a recurring scrub moment. That that always happens to some people.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have one. So this has been. It was kind of a 3-week thing.
Uh-oh.
No, it ended up being 30 days. So this was like a long-term thing. So.
Oh, nice.
As in TBC Classic, so rogues have gone from kind of really, really good in vanilla to kind of, well, I guess we could bring a rogue in BC rating. So we had 2 friends who wanted to play rogue coming into BC. We start getting into the raids tier 4, tier 5, and one of our rogues is like, I don't know, I should probably go enhancement shaman because we don't have one of those. So we helped him re-roll. He got his shaman up to 70, started raiding on it, dropped his rogue. Didn't think much of it. And so because I do a lot of farming and like Scholomance and stuff to save gold, and I come across a lot of lockboxes. And I had been sending a lot of them to our main rogue, and I was like, well, I'll give him a break. So after one farming session, I mailed 12 of these lockboxes over to my friend Dutch, who's the shaman who re-rolled from rogue. Send him to his rogue. Week goes by, haven't heard much, but I'm not going to pressure him because it's kind of annoying open lock boxes for other people. Do another farming session in Scholomance, end up with another like 15 lock boxes. Send those off to his rogue too. Week 3, I'm like, okay. I mean, maybe he just isn't logging onto the rogue, whatever. Do another farming session, send him another batch of lock boxes, just absentmindedly. So I think I've sent him 30 to 40-ish lock boxes in the mail.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Day like 30 rolls around. Sure enough, I get a return mail. I'm like, what the hell, man? I do favors for you. What's going on? So I send him a message like, hey, what's the deal? He's like, oh, that account's locked. Like, I don't pay for that account anymore. Like, oh, your shaman's on a different account? Yeah.
Oh, no.
I haven't been on that rogue's account in 3 months. I just did, because I didn't want to bother him and didn't want to send him any message about it. To hassle him.
Oh, man.
Sitting on a month's worth of lock boxes. In the mail, so I just had to wait for them to come back.
Rip.
Send them to our other rogue who got, 50 lock boxes at once.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
At least it came back to you, and it wasn't to someone that would just decided to keep them all. Because I've had that.
Right?
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, could you send that back, please? And they're like, haha, nope.
Good scrub.
Yeah.
They'll send it to you COD.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I've had that.
Bastards.
Hold it hostage.
Yeah.
Well, those were high-class scrub moments. I loved them.
Yes.
So, yeah, just remember you're not alone. Every time you screw something up, you're not alone. Somebody has done something way worse than you've ever done. So, it's all good. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Where can we find you? Kraken, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at Kraken Latte on YouTube. No funny E, it's just a Latte. Kraken Latte on YouTube. It's my one channel. I don't have 3 channels anymore. It's just the one. It's all one now. So very easy to find me.
Yay!
One channel to rule them all.
Yep. Exactly.
Nice. Canary, how about you?
I actually don't have any social media type content, but I do have an art website that I use. So that's gildedcanvas.art. If anybody's interested. It's currently getting a facelift, so please don't mind the construction signs.
Yep. She's been my artist, so that's how we had met originally.
Mm-hmm. Random
Nice.
fan art goes, yay, job.
Yep.
Awesome.
Exactly.
There you go. And your podcast is in your YouTube channel, correct?
Yes.
Right.
I've been thinking about putting out like on Spotify or something, but currently it is only on my YouTube.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool. Well, I'm sure we'll help tweet that out if you ever change your mind.
Definitely.
Thank you.
So, and Prajali, how about you?
Twitter at the Prajali and YouTube at Prajali LN.
Nice. And you can find me at Cyrub_KOC. That's my personal Twitter. If you want to tell me that my opinions on Final Fantasy XIV are stupid, you can go there. You can find the show Twitter at ScrubsVerse. There you can drop your very own scrub moments. You can also go to the website, www.scrubsversetheworld.com. You can also submit scrub moments there if you want to, if you scroll down the page, and catch up on old episodes. That's still up and running. And yeah, I mean, whatever everyone's doing out there, hope you're having a great day. And as always, keep getting good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay.
All right. And Fiend.
Nice.
All right.
Whoop whoop.
Did you know I stream on Twitch now? I do everything from transmog to leveling to gold making, and I'm live 5 days a week to chat with. So come hang out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.